Hey guys, Roberta here, and today I'm in Windenburg building on the Cottage AMC lot. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce this. Is it Cottage Am C? Is it Cottage AMSEE? We're going to call it the Cottage AMC lot. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm sorry. If you do, okay, we're just going to move on. It is a 20 by 20 size lot, and the setting of it is beautiful with water on either side, so I am calling this the Creekside Cottage, and by the time I finish it, it does come to 46,982 simoleons. Now, I did initially build this with a younger couple in mind, but then when I got into furnishing it, it just started coming together in a way that was not then reading like younger couple. I think initially I wanted to go in to it with newly bought furniture, but it didn't work out that way. It actually turned out like much cuter. I'm really glad it didn't work out that way, but it does come across more of a home more for a couple who's, you know, a little older, maybe a little more established in their marriage, is set up for pets, but not kids. Yeah, there's one bedroom upstairs, and then there's one large bathroom upstairs, but you could easily cut the one large bedroom upstairs in half and make a small child's room, or you could add on, obviously. So yeah, I don't know, it was just the direction that I went. I really need to get into doing more like family builds. I feel like, well, I guess I have done a couple. I did a couple apartments, but I need to do like a really big, fun family home, because I feel like I usually try to squash family members into like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment or something. Like I like doing that, but yeah, I think I need to do like some spread out family space, so maybe something like that will be coming in the future. But yeah, so anyway, here we are moving on to the landscaping, and it ended up all coming together and being nice and flowery and full, just like I like it. But I did manage to get it to come together quickly enough that for the first time possibly ever, I didn't have to edit out any of the landscaping, so that was always really nice. And I do want to just point out too that the exterior of this house, with the like nicer siding and the cedar shakes, and like that nicer brick, it does look like this house would be more of a newer built house, which I kind of, when I initially went into wanting, you know, to start building a little cottage, that's not really what I had in mind. But then at this point in my mind, I was still on the idea that I wanted it to be for a younger couple, so I thought maybe they moved in and they started renovating and they started on the outside portion. I just don't want you to think that this isn't going to be like rusticy, because it definitely goes that direction once we get inside. And I guess I don't want to say that it's rusticy in the sense that like it's old timey. It is obviously on the inside, it'll look like it's an older house, that parts of it were redone. Like some of the floors look like they were a little bit older. I did that on purpose. And then some of the wallpaper textures are a little older. There's like cracked tile and things, but then you can tell that there are pieces of more modern furniture. Like it looks like it's, I don't know, we're going to call it like a progressive home. Like the Sims had moved in and they're fixing stuff up little by little, which is why I'm thinking it's not a super young couple, but I don't want to say moderately aged couple, but like, you know, they're established, they're getting there, and they're making it happen. So here in the exterior, place some garden plots, a bunny stump, of course, a fire pit, a grill, a picnic table, and then I put a clothesline in, and I feel mean about the clothesline because I didn't put a washer and dryer in the house. So your Sims will be forced into manual labor in order to clean their clothes. I did put a wash tub out there off camera. I don't think you see me do it here in the speed build portion, but I do put one in there before I upload it to the gallery. So yeah, if you don't want them to suffer, you can just go ahead and delete the clothesline, the hamper, and the wash tub, and then your Sims will be free from having to do laundry. It's funny, my 6-year-old, she started recently playing The Sims, and whenever I showed her that you could pick up the laundry pile and put it into your inventory and then sell it for $1, she thinks it's some type of like lucrative business. Like she doesn't understand that $1, like 1 simoleon, is all you get for all of your work of like going around and collecting these. And it just cracks me up. Like I just think of that meme of, you know, that farmer. It's like, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Well, that's my daughter when it comes to laundry piles in The Sims, like her entire house. And she's just She's so broke. It's so hilarious. I don't know how many times like I have to go back and like restart her entire game because her sim so like roasted in the heat. Why am I laughing so? That is like so mean. We were all there. Like we were all that kid. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I've been playing Sims since I was probably maybe a little bit older than her, and the struggle is real. I maybe I'm a mean parent, but I just think it's so hilarious that to just witness that struggle from somebody else like firsthand. That okay. Focus. Okay, so here in the living room, I used the new pillows that we got with the Modern Luxe kit, and immediately when I bought that kit for those throw pillows so that I could put them on the couch just like I did here. So if you like throw pillows, subscribe right now because I'm about to put them everywhere. They're going to be all over the place. You're not going to see a couch in any more of my builds without one of those throw pillows on it. Okay, this kitchen, it turned out so cute. I wanted this area of the house to look like it had yet to be redone. And so I was sort of going with, something that looked like this was the original kitchen from when they had moved in. And I used these yellow cabinets that I don't know if I've ever really used in one of my builds before. And it turned out so adorable. I love this kitchen so much. I know in the last video, I think it was the last video. No, because the last video was the overwater bungalows. So if you haven't seen that one, go check it out. I'm just promoting myself in my own video. But no, for real. The last kitchen that I had done was like the opposite sisters, like the two apartments in one. And I kept saying about how I loved those kitchens so much, but I don't know. I love this one too. I'm gonna have to like do a video sometime rating all of the different kitchens I make so that I have to choose which one I really like because I just say that they're all my favorite. I can't help it. I think what the thing is like as I'm building, I just get so invested in the space that I'm working in, and then I just fall in love with it, especially kitchens. I think a kitchen would probably be my absolute favorite place in an entire house to build. Those and bathrooms. And I think the reason for it would probably be that those are the two spaces that you can use the most clutter in. That's what I'm going to assume. Speaking of kitchens and bathrooms, I ended up having to change a couple things in this house. Of course, I forgot the garbage can in the kitchen. I won't even go into it. I do it all the time. I know. Okay, we're just not even going to talk about it. But the counter that was to the left of the microwave that I just finished up, I make that a little like half counter, and then I put a garbage can there. And then I put a pet bed in the living room, and then I forgot to put pet bowls in. So I moved the shoe rack that was down by the front door. See, I feel bad. Like I'm having to go back and tell you what I did because I was making fun of my daughter playing Sims instead of explaining what I was doing in the build. But anyway, the shoe rack that was down by the front door, I moved it up and I put it here in this space actually so that it would sort of go along with like the dressing space. And then I put a dog food bowl down by the front door. And the reason I do put those shoe racks in a lot of times, and I don't know if you know this, but if you click on those, you can actually set to whether or not you want people to take their shoes off when they come into your house. So I like to try to put those in anytime I think about it. And here in the bedroom and bathroom, I just want to mention that I did want to use the Modern Luxe kit, so that's why this area of the house is redone. I love those pieces. I love how they go together decently well in this build, considering that this isn't a very like luxurious modern house. This is sort of just like an old rundown cottage that we're remodeling piece by piece. So I thought those items worked really nicely in these spaces. The bathroom is also remodeled here. I love how it turned out. I love the tile. I love the colors. And yeah, we're finishing up now. I'm throwing a couple clutter items on the counters and then I'm heading out. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you don't already. As always, I hope to see you all in the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.